Guys, good morning, happy Monday. How we doing? How we feeling? Another day in paradise. I'm hyped for it. How are we doing? It does not slow down here. I am telling you, can't stop, won't stop. There was about 3 different launches last week. I was here, there, and everywhere trying to help you all out, trying to help you navigate it all, trying to get you some incredible units with some incredible developers. And today I'm going to talk to you about a project that is going to be quite phenomenal. It's going to change the space of the Dubai property market, and it's one you definitely need to know about. I was invited to the launch last week. It has been very, very highly anticipated. This is going to sell out, guaranteed, no problemo. When we talk about the perfect storm, maybe I sound like I'm saying that a lot, but honestly, I only bring your attention to the greatest projects, the projects that I would invest in, the projects that I would put my money on, because I know you work really, really hard for your money and you want to make sure you are maximizing every single penny. Today, we're talking about all things Emaar and the Grand Polo Club Resort. This is a brand new community. When I say run, don't walk, I absolutely mean it. This is going to absolutely change the direction of where Dubai is going. This is an incredibly exciting opportunity, and one, if you are an investor looking for capital appreciation, if you're an end user looking for a villa that's going to capital appreciate, that's going to look after your family, it's an opportunity to get in early with an area. It's an opportunity to be part of an incredible developer with an incredible track record, and what a story they have had. I'm going to dive through it all. Let's do it. Up first, I'm going to talk all things Emaar. Emaar are the master developer behind this brand new community that they are announcing that they have launched. Emaar here are a government-backed developer. When Dubai was in the very, very early stages, the leaders of Dubai brought in their friends and the most incredible talent from around the world. They gave them plots of areas, they gave them businesses to own, and said, listen, we need to build the most iconic city the world has ever seen. So they brought the best talent that they could find from all around the world. They gave them different companies. One got Emaar, one got Nikhil, one got Maras. These are government-backed developers to help build out the state. There's a few different pros to getting in with a government-backed developer. Firstly, the fact that they are government-backed gives you so much security about your investment. Money issues, forget them. You're going to run into no problems. They're going to have no money issues. But for me, what is really, really interesting is because they are so aligned with the government's plan and vision, they know what's good before we know what's going on. They have insights that we just do not know about. Emaar have built the Burj Khalifa, they built downtown, they built Dubai Hills, they built Emaar beachfront. They build incredible communities that Dubai are very, very famous for. And communities is a very, very good point to touch on, because one of their key selling points, one of their main focus points, and why people love them, why people go back to them, is the communities that they build. When you're getting into a master developer, you're not just buying an apartment in a building. When you're buying with a developer that just looks after their building, it means the roads aren't necessarily looked after. It means what you're looking over. It means the facilities in your community. It means the green spaces, the open spaces, the malls, the shops, the restaurants. They're not thought about by that developer. Whereas when you're buying into a community developer, they take a much, much wider approach. They think, okay, we're creating a community here. We need to create green spaces. We need to encourage wildlife. We need to think about the roads. So everything is more thought about. Everything's more cared for. Everything fits together in a nicer way, a nicer pattern, and typically you'll see higher capital appreciation on those. Not to mention, because you're buying in with Emaar, which is a phenomenal brand, the capital appreciation on those communities are wild, and it's something I will jump through because I know a lot of you here are investors. The numbers are going to be important to you, so I will definitely run you through some examples of their previous projects and shed some light on what that could look like for you. Do you know what? I'm going to start with the location first, because they are pioneering a whole new area for Dubai, and as Dubai is growing and expanding, it's growing further and further south. We've seen that with the launch of Jebel Ali. We've seen that with the launch of the new airport, which is going to be the largest airport in the entire world. Okay, so everything you can see here, everything, all the development is starting to come this way. So you've got the Burj Khalifa up here, and we're slowly starting to see everything come down this way. Now, if I zoom in a little bit more, I'll show you the exact site of where this. So this lovely bit of sand here, this is the new community I am talking about. Let me zoom out so you can see it on the map of exactly what's going on here. So we are sat about 5 minutes from the new airport that's coming to Dubai. So in terms of accessibility, it's already ticking a massive box. Zoom in a little bit further and we can show you exactly what's going on. So what we can expect around this area, it's exactly this plot of land here that Emaar own, and they'll be building out the whole community across this piece of land. This triangle you'll see here is a Damac piece of land, and they are also building a community here. On the other side of the road, this huge piece of land here is another community that's been launched by Emaar called Emaar Oasis. And on this side here is another Emaar community that they have yet to launch, but we could probably see that launch in the next 12 months, and that's going to be the Heights. Emaar, they know what's good. They have insights into what's happening in Dubai before the rest of us. So when 3 different Emaar communities crop up in the same location, they really know what's going on and gives us as investors a very good indication that this is an area that a lot of people should be looking at. Now, when I noticed that there was 3 different plots in the same piece of land, I was like, something's going on here. Let me do a little bit more digging. When I zoomed in on the planning portal, it all made a lot of sense. So this is the Emaar Oasis plot of land I mentioned. This is the Grand Polo Club. This is the Emaar Heights, okay? We're sat in a triangle of 3 different Emaar communities, not done anywhere else in Dubai. And when you zoom in, you start to see exactly why. We're 5 minutes from the new airport. Not only that, but it looks like we're going to be sat on the line of the Etihad Rail. This is a brand new Dubai initiative, which is going to be a super fast rail taking you right from the top of Dubai right the way through to Abu Dhabi in about 20 to 30 minutes. It's going to be absolutely transformational for the area. It'll be fantastic. Not only that, but in terms of connectivity, it looks like they're also planning a metro stop, which makes a lot of sense because people will be jumping between the 2. So in terms of the area and the plot itself, it's going to be very, very accessible by roads, by rail, by metro, by aeroplane. Anyone who is anyone will be able to get access to it. Accessibility is one of the key fundamentals for how your capital appreciation goes, for who wants to live in the area. Making it accessible is a huge, huge tick, and it looks like it's ticking every single box in the book there. So let's jump into the good stuff. What is this new community? Why is everyone talking about it? Show me the goods. Emaar announced this last week. They released all the information in terms of their plans for this location. This is a brand new community, never seen by the market before. They're wanting to do something different, something bigger, something better than they've ever seen before. Emaar Oasis that they launched last year was a waterfront community. That is definitely ultra high-end luxury, with the starting prices starting at 14 million AED. For my Great British guys, that's sitting around 3 million Great British pounds for the Emaar Oasis site. The Emaar Grand Polo, it's more affordable than Emaar Oasis, but definitely in the luxury end. My comparison to other communities it's done, it seems in a very similar sort of range to Dubai Hills, which has been phenomenally successful in their record. It is a fantastic community. It's a luxury community. It's very sought after, very, very high demand, and I think this one will be exactly the same. Comparing to the Heights in terms of what we can see coming up in the future, the Heights be the level below because it's offering townhouses, making it more affordable. The Emaar Grand Polo Club is going to be a villa-only community. What that does, it creates a level of luxury, it creates a minimum entry level, creates that feeling of space, so it's definitely going to be a beautiful, beautiful environment that they create here. As the name suggests, Grand Polo Club, this is an equestrian-themed community. So my horse lovers, you are gonna love this, but it's not just been designed for horse lovers, but it's very, very much centered around this idea of being with the animals. It's an animal-friendly community, and it's actually gonna be the biggest equestrian center in Asia and the 3rd biggest in the world. In terms of accessibility, like I said, 5 minutes to the new airport, 20 minutes to Dubai Hills Mall, 28 minutes to the Marina Mall. When Dubai Hills came out first, The initial feedback was like, whoa, that seems out of the way. No one's going to want to be there. But as the city grows and develops, Dubai Hills is now the center of action. It's the center of everything that's what's happening. And Emaar can identify that before anyone else. And the investors that got in early on Dubai Hills really, really won. And that's why I think this project is going to be very, very similar. Although it might look out there, you can see with the connectivity, it's close proximity to the new airport, and with everything coming this way with the Palm Jebel Ali, this, as you can see, is going to be the new center point for everything that's going on in Dubai. The design itself, the photos, the CGIs we have are insane. And Emaar, you know for a fact the photos that you see, you're going to get. They always deliver on the promises that they set out. That's why they are so popular. They create a vision and they implement it. It's going to be a huge, huge, huge master community. It's going to have everything in there that you could ever want and need. It's all sat around this Polo club, which creates a beautiful community aspect. You've got the clubhouse there. These equestrian themed is delivered throughout. Even the small details of using horseshoes for this wall here. With a community, you know, everything's going to be thought about. They've got the clubhouses, the polo fields, the stables, and you can see it's an absolutely beautiful project. Being part of a community means you get access to all the facilities, all the amenities within that community. So in the clubhouse, expect to see gyms. There's going to be an infinity pool overlooking the polo club. There's this beautiful stable space with outdoor living, water fountain, features, an incredible entry point, which is genuinely a work of art. And this is what I mean in terms of the additional bonuses you get from buying into a community. You've got all these facilities that come absolutely free of charge for you. You've got the fitness area, the dog park, the forest walks, the picnic areas, floral gardens, mounded gardens, resting areas, playground, pump tracks, mosque, entrance for guardhouse, paddle courts, volleyball, mini golf, bounce playground, art pavilion, open lawn. And this is why the Emaar communities are so family friendly. This is why they attract so many people, because people want to be a part of that. I personally live in Dubai Hills, and I chose that as an area because I know I can go out on a walk, and they've got the golf club, they've got the clubhouse, they've got the mall, they've got the shopping centres. I don't actually have to leave Dubai Hills. I've got everything there that I need. Very much a family-led community and a beautiful area that they create. Because this is the brand new first launch of their community, you can see in this first launch that they're going to launch this week is phase 1. The cheapest time to get into any launch in any community is always phase 1. The investors that get in there first always win. So if you are looking on the investment side of things, this is a good time to get involved with this area. Those that are in early always win. The best time to buy is sand, and that is because they have not got the vision yet. It doesn't exist. So the investors that are getting in early have to have the vision. They have to believe in the brand and the product. And actually, we're in a very lucky situation right now that Emaar have the most incredible track record. It's not like we're buying blind. We have seen the capital appreciation that has happened time and time again from all their other communities. As I said, this is a villa-only community, so you're going to have options of 3, 4, and 5-bedroom villas in this area. In terms of fixtures and fittings, something really important to note is they're going for a very neutral beige theme, and if you looked at the Emaar Oasis project and community, you'll notice they're very similar. In fact, they're identical. The villas starting at £14 million across the road have the same fixtures and finishings that these villas have on the other side of the road, starting at a much lower price point. So you're actually getting access to the materials, the fixtures, the fittings from the ultra luxury mansions on the other side of the road, but at a much more affordable price point. Here are some of the floor plans that we can expect to see. So you've got the average built up area and the average plot size. We've got 3 beds, 4 bedrooms and 5 bedrooms. I'm going to use links below this video so that you can download these and have a really good nosy. But in terms of the plot sizes for Emaar, this is very rare to be able to secure the sizes that they have created here. Okay, the good stuff. This is what we're here for. KT, talk numbers. Tell me, what is this going to cost me? Okay, in terms of the prices, these are the average prices that have been released and the information that we have. The 3 beds starting at 5.6 million AED. For my UK guys, that's a touch over £1 million. The 4-bed luxuries start at 7.2 AED. 5-bed ultra luxury, 9.9 AED. These are million AED. And then you've got the 5-bed equestrian luxury with a plot size of 10,000 square feet, coming in at 9.9 million AED. For my UK guys, we're looking at about 4 million Great British pounds. To get an Emaar villa with a 10,000 square feet plot size for that type of price, when we talk about good value for money, this is it. And that is because you're getting in early. And I'll show you the prices and why this is such a good price. The price per square foot, guys, here, it's coming in between 1,000 and 2,000 AED per square foot. Let me jump in and show you what we've been seeing in the likes of Emaar, Dubai Hills, which is a very good comparison because this is now a completed community. They have seen the growth. These are the investors that got in early to this community. They are now completing on it, and this Polo Club is a very, very close comparable in terms of what we can expect to see. So if I go on down, I'm gonna go, right, I'm gonna show you like for like. So we're gonna dive into the villas and let's see what information I find on here. Perfect example, the first one that's come up. Right, this property was bought in Dubai Hills, initial sale for 28 million in 2021. It has sold this month, 4 years later, for 100 million dirham, more than tripled in 4 years. This is what buying in a community does. This is what buying with Emaar does. This is what buying a villa does. The capital appreciation on villas outweigh every single other type of investment because there's a huge lack of supply and a massive demand for villas. Think about all the families, the business owners that are moving to Dubai. They need space, they need a place to live, and when there's so few options, people are having to pay more and more and more because they need the space, helping the capital appreciation. I'll show you, that is not a one-off example. This one was purchased, it looks like it has been rented as well, but that's roll back to 2022 when it was purchased for 3.9 million AED. It has just recently sold 3 years later for 14.9 million AED. Notice here, guys, the price per square foot, 4,300 in this completed community. At the moment, Emaar are giving you an opportunity to get in between 1,000 and 2,000 AED per square foot, less than half price. I'll show you another one. I can keep these coming, keep them coming all day. Another one, Dubai Hills. This is a 4-bedroom villa in Dubai Hills. It was purchased 2021 for 7.2 million AED. It has now sold today in Feb 2025 for 7.5 million AED. This shows you what is possible. This shows you where the prices can get to, what we can expect to see in terms of capital appreciation. And this really comes off the back of a perfect storm. You've got an Emaar community, it's a villa community, and this is the chance to get in on phase one super early when it is sand. Now, the project sells itself, I will be honest. This is going to absolutely fly. They could sell this phase one 3 times over, which makes getting into these properties and projects very competitive. However, it's a blessing and a curse for us as investors. Because if it's competitive and it sells out, that's great news because already we're seeing the capital appreciation. People can't buy them from the developer anymore. Naturally, the price jumps up immediately. Seen insane capital appreciation, but I'll tell you something, the rest of the world wants to see insane capital appreciation too, so getting your hands on these units is very competitive. If you want any more information on this, I'm not just saying this, we have to move quickly. They're going to launch this week. You need your EOIs in, and it's a raffle ticket based system. You're not even guaranteed. By putting our EOI in, we're saying, yes, please put me in line, put me in the queue, put me in a position to win. I would love to get in on this opportunity. I can help you navigate it all, and I will be on the ground fighting for your unit. So if you need any more help in this, if you want any more details, this is the live details I have right now, but honestly, information changes all the time. So use the links around this video. We can have a chat, and I'm more than happy to share with you all the facts, all the figures, the brochures, the floor plans, everything you need to help you on your investment journey. I hope you found that helpful. This is a community that you will see again and again and again. This is phase one. We will see other phases, but the best time to get in is always at the start. So jump on in. Anything you need, give me a shout. Hope you found that helpful, and I will see you on the next one.